talk about this. I mean, I guess I never thought about live music, what it was before and after this existed. So tell us what was so revolutionary here.
Yeah, well, when the Grateful Dead got going in the mid-1960s, there was no such thing as a musical PA. So if you go to see a band perform, the sound was just atrocious. But the Dead from the very beginning knew that they owed it to their fans to present their live music at sort of an elevated level. So they were on this mission to build the perfect sound system from the very beginning. And it was a years-long progression that sort of culminated in 1974 with this gigantic speaker system.
Well, other bands are out there performing. Wouldn't a professional speaker company come up with this?
You would think, but the Dead at the time were very sort of embracing a DIY, sort of do-it-yourself ethic. So at the time, the state of the art was like pre-war technology. So they knew that they had to build something better. So they had this whole team of sound consultants and audio wizards who were building all of this stuff custom for them.
Did they patent this? And like, you know, the Rolling Stones, everyone else says, we'll take one, we'll take one,
Yeah.
you know?
There were some like spin-off companies that sort of spun off of the Wall of Sound and the Grateful Dead that were building equipment for other bands kind of later into the 1970s. But yeah, the influence is huge. So many bands took inspiration from
Let's
what
take a
the
look
Dead
at some
were doing.
photos here. Let's take a look at this first one. And I'm wondering, do I have this right that they built it, it worked, and then they took it apart, didn't want to use it anymore? They tried it.
Yes. By the end of 1974, which is sort of the Wall of Sound proper as we know it, they went on hiatus and disassembled this gigantic sound system. And the hardware sort of eked out into the real world through various streams. Some of the folks who were working for the band took components for themselves. Some of it got sold off. Some of it got bequeathed to younger bands who would have their own
So
sound
that's what it
system.
looked like. That's how big it was.
That was the full thing. It was gigantic.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah, it was
okay.
three stories tall, 70 to 100 feet wide, 40 feet deep, comprised of over 600 speakers.
So do you think, I mean, the Grateful Dead have such fervent followers, you know, like nothing else. Do you think they would have had that kind of following without this? I mean, because it really, I mean, maybe they would have.
Yeah, I think they would have, but the Wall of Sound allowed them to reach masses of people, and they had an ethic about the person in the very back seat of the venue. They wanted to hit that person with the perfect sound.
Interesting.
Yeah, do we have another photo?
Yeah, this is the wall in Reno. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm leading into his shot. This is in Reno, Nevada on a windy May 12th, 1974. Tell us about this photo we're about to see here.
Yeah.
Maybe. There it is.
Yes, So this was the first time that the full Wall of Sound was ever set up outdoors. And it was a very, very windy day. And that sort of iconic centerpiece there, that sort of Death Star looking thing, was suspended from winches, and that thing was blowing in the breeze. And the drummer of the Grateful Dead, Bill Kreutzmann, was sitting underneath
Oh
that.
my God.
And he told the roadies, you have to move me out because I don't want this thing to fall and crush me.
Wow.
But a beautiful photo. Richie Peckner, who's a source in the book and became sort of a friend of mine, took that photo. Yeah.
And you own a part of the wall?
I do, yes. In 2021, Sotheby's partnered with Grateful Dead Productions to auction off some decommissioned gear, and I won a part of the Wall of Sound, and that sort of gave me a window to tell this much bigger story of obsession.
Oh, there's the picture of it.
There it is. It's sitting in my living room. That's it.
So it looked like a bunch of speakers stacked on top of each other.
Stacked up, yes.
Is that what it was?
That's essentially what it was. And just for context, you know, no one had ever done that before, stacking speakers up in like a linear array. So this was very, very groundbreaking. But yeah, it was speaker boxes stacked up to the sky, essentially.
Unreal.
Yeah.
And so then do they have to develop a special kind of receiver to have all this stuff patched into? And then to the instruments, or?
Right, so the Wall of Sound was essentially 6 individual public address or PA systems. So each musician had their own stack, and they plugged right into that, and they could control their own, you know, all their levels right there from the stage. So there was really no like sound man per se. Like the musicians were their own sound people. Yeah.
Wow,
crazy.
it is fascinating. The book